Negotiation Tactics Part 2. Loose ends outside the cantina. The twin suns were gone, replaced by a deep violet sky scattered with stars. The cool night air clung to the dusty streets, and the hum of a speeder in the distance was the only sound breaking the stillness. Mando walked with purpose. Grogu nestled in the crook of his arm, already dozing after his diplomatic intervention. The dataship burned a metaphorical hole in Mando's belt pouch. It contained information on a high-value target, someone who knew where to find a surviving enclave of Mandalorians, but the chip came with baggage. That much was clear. He barely made it halfway down the alley before he heard it. A faint rustle, a subtle click. He stopped. Grogu stirred, sensing the tension. From the shadows, 3 figures stepped out, cloaked, armed, and not smiling. One of them, a towering Nikto with a cybernetic jaw, sneered, "You think we didn't know where that informant was headed? That data's not yours, Buckethead." Mando shifted slightly, shielding Grogu. "Then you should have gotten here sooner," the Nikto growled. "Hand it over." Behind him the others raised their blasters. Mando sighed, barely audible under the modulator. He set Grogu down gently behind a crate. "Stay." The kid blinked up at him, then nodded in a blur. Mando's blaster was in hand. The first bolt lit the alley in red light. Mando rolled aside, fired once a clean shot to the shoulder of the nearest attacker, then ducked behind a rusted speeder. Blaster fire rained down, sparks flying. Mando calculated. 3 of them. Close quarters. Limited cover. His left vambrace hissed, whistling birds. He launched them mid-dive, tiny rockets spiraling out in all directions. 2 enemies went down instantly. The Nikto roared in frustration. Charging with a vibroblade, Mando met him head-on. The clash was brutal, sparks flying as Beskar met steel. The Nikto was strong, fast, but reckless. Mando waited for the opening. One parry, one sidestep, and a brutal elbow to the jaw sent the Nikto sprawling. His blade clattered to the ground. Mando aimed his blaster. The Nikto froze, panting. "Go ahead. Do it." Grogu peeked around the crate, ears twitching. Mando looked at the Nikto for a long moment, then lowered his blaster. "Walk away." The Nikto blinked. "You're not gonna. Next time, bring better friends." He turned, picked up Grogu and started walking. The Nikto didn't follow. Back at the ship, Grogu nibbled on a ration snack, already forgetting the fight. Mando sat in the cockpit, slotting the chip into the nav console. Coordinates blinked to life deep in wild space. A Mandalorian signal. Faint, but real. Mando leaned back in his seat. Grogu yawned, curling up in his chair. Mando glanced over. "Sleep. We've got a long flight ahead." Grogu burped, then closed his eyes. The Razor Crest's engines roared to life, and they lifted into the stars.